Today is April 16th. It is the Rundown. It is brought to you by SeatGeek. You get $10 off your first purchase for any tickets. Doesn't matter if it's sports, playoff hockey, playoff basketball, baseball. It's actually a big ticket season. Concerts as well. Use the code Rundown. You get $10 off your first purchase. Use the code Rundown. Again, SeatGeek is the sponsor. All right.
Do you do your taxes?
I'm about to say it's tax day, isn't it?
I don't do my taxes. I mean,
You've submitted them, though, to be done?
No, I always get an extension. I don't know why.
I'm on extension time
I just pay like extra money for no reason. Because I think my tax guys know that I'm always like, sure, I'll take the extension, but they could easily get them done. My taxes used to be quite confusing because it was like Barstool was like my thing. So all that was through it. Now they should be pretty straight. I'm just a contract employee like you.
A little bit more money, probably.
Did you do your taxes?
Don't do that.
Not that much more money.
No, I send it to a CPA because I have no idea how to do it. I have no idea.
Sell yourself short.
I have no idea. Sell myself short. What? Did I make less money than you?
You do, but not like.
I think that's a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah, it's not that much. I'm saying like.
Okay.
I work for like pennies on the dollar just to improve everybody's lives.
I'm saying your taxes are probably a little bit harder to do.
Poorer than he was when he was delivering papers.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you like own a company. I don't.
But I don't really.
Well, some of it.
I have
But
a large
it's on
equity.
paper.
Yeah, I have a large equity stake. I'm
paper
You have
rich.
more equity than I do in
Yeah,
a
but that
company.
doesn't.
Yeah.
That has
I think
nothing
that
to do with
affects your.
taxes.
I think it
No,
does.
No,
doesn't.
it's paper rich.
It
Nothing's been cashed in yet.
They don't teach you this shit in college. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm a salaried schmo like you are.
He's like
All
Yeah, all
salary
you
schmoes.
people out here. I'm no different.
he's like Oliver Twist.
I am.
Noted.
Little Oliver Twist.
Noted.
So that's why I don't understand
He's a
why my
street
taxes
urchin.
can't be done in time. It's like, here's my W-9, like every other fucking working idiot.
Next year, put them in as soon as you can to see what happens. See
They
if-
are in. It's like they get what? All right. What about taxes? Let's sidetracked here.
Sorry.
It was
let's
tax
go.
day. That's why we were
It's
talking.
tax day.
He
I
just
just
said
was
he asked
wondering.
if you did your taxes, and I learned that we're all salary schmoes equally. So let's start the rundown.
NBA playoffs. Celtics had the best game of the first round with back-to-back threes, and if you had the Bucks and the under, you want to kill yourself. I saw Utah. What'd you have?
I had the under.
Didn't
I
follow
had
your
the
advice.
Celtics -3 and the
Oh,
under.
so all right. So then that's a draw. That's a draw.
But I was sitting at 1-0,
Yeah. With the
and then I
push.
went 1-1.
Yeah.
So it sucked.
Yeah. Ouch. Crazy game. Strictly all the way across. The call from, I'm a little confused. Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson, yeah.
What channel was that?
I think it was just someone.
He does Bucks basketball.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
he
like
does,
the
that's
Bucks
right.
broadcast, but so we couldn't have seen that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't see.
I know,
I
only
saw it
Bucks-
after. I
Yeah.
actually
Because the
thought
first
it was a
round
fake Gus
they do-
Johnson. I was listening.
yeah.
Like, is that him? He did sound like he was electrocuted.
Yeah.
Looking, Middleton. Yo! Chris Middleton, what a shot!
The first round
very-
they still do like local broadcasts.
That was an unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally got electrocuted.
he doesn't make that shot. Like that's if I think he takes that shot 100 times, I think they make it once.
By the way,
Chris Middleton?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bill Simmons, basketball expert. I don't know. I got into the weeds with people, but he tweeted, I was like, how do you let that happen? How do you not foul? I'm like, because it would be obviously 3 shots because it's 0.5. You can't foul before the ball's inbounded. Because
Yeah, you just. I mean, the only way you could foul is you wrap him up so he
Foul on
can't
the
shoot.
floor.
Yeah, but it's 0.5.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
like, catch
Yeah,
and go.
no.
It's an automatic.
I take my chances just
There
letting
is-
him
there
throw
is
one to the hoop.
Zero chance if you foul 0.5, they're not calling it because you're going to go
Yeah.
after shooting. And then a lot of idiots out there, Tommy, don't know the rules that under 2 minutes, if you foul dead ball, it's like a technical. You
Yeah,
go
it
shoot,
is.
you just do it again. So Bill Simmons, for somebody who knew a lot about basketball, people are getting on my ass. A lot of people apologize, give him credit. They're like, Dave, you're right. Very rare on Twitter you see people say that.
I actually saw Bill Simmons' tweet, and I thought exactly what you tweeted. I was like, no, they'll instantly call the foul. And then I see your tweet, and I'm like, there we
Yeah,
go. Great
like
minds.
Bill Simmons, big
Good call.
basketball guy, basketball guy, Bill
So
Simmons.
people came back and apologized to you. Like, how did they figure out that you were right? Because I saw a lot of people just furious with
Dave's
that
always
tweet.
right.
No,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you were right, but
Yeah, I
I'm saying
was
like,
totally right.
how did they
Dumb
figure it out? Like, did they go?
I replied to somebody. I'm like, you can't foul
Read
before
a
they
book,
inbound
gotcha,
because
idiot.
of something called the
Learn the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So credit for me being. A lot of times I'm in the wrong on those little, but that one I was so right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it 0.5, it's a shooting automatic if you foul. Come on, Bill, be better. Question: Sixers. How dangerous is this team?
Very.
I think they're really good.
What is Embiid gonna?
He's coming back.
Is that good or bad? I know that's a
No,
ridiculous thing.
I mean, he's there. No, they can't win. They can't.
Why? This
Because
whole
he's
run is
their
without
offense.
him.
No.
It is,
He
though.
got. I think he got injured halfway through their.
No, I mean,
Their 16-game winning streak.
no, I bet on him the game he. Yeah, we were together. Tommy,
They
and I-
won that game. That was like
but
8 games in.
I don't think that was 8 games in.
Can we get a stat check?
I think
Tommy,
I
get
think
a
he
stat
played
check.
in some of those games.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
I think he did.
He's,
Maybe early. And by
I
the
mean,
way,
he's their best player.
But
So
I
yes,
know, but
I think you
thi-
would want
this,
their best
this
player.
them scoring like 130 a night and blowing teams out was when he got hurt.
But I don't know if they could do that like later on in the
I agree.
playoffs without
It
him.
was like March 26th or 7th, I think. So got hurt
So
on the
that
20th.
was halfway through the winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
That was more than halfway through the winning streak.
I feel like they.
How many
won-
games left did they have after that? They had 8 more games. So
Oh,
they
halfway
10 out of the 8.
So when's he
16.
coming back?
I
They
think
said maybe
game
game
2.
3.
Yeah, game 2 or 3.
I'm
So
gonna
do you
say
think
I think
they-
it's 3, but
So you
Yes.
think they can win the title?
No.
they can. I think they can make it out of
Absolutely
the
not
East,
win the
maybe.
title.
3.
Yeah, no.
No, they can't. They can't. But they can make
Why?
it
Who
out.
can't
of
they
the
beat?
They can't beat the Warriors.
Warriors.
And they can't,
Maybe
probably
the
can't
Rockets.
beat the Rockets.
The Rockets.
I love it
The
too because
Rockets
people,
are so beatable. Quit with the Rockets.
the Rockets are beatable, but they also they have a ceiling
They almost
that
lost
most
last night.
teams can't reach. The Wolves offense, I mean, that is atrocious. I've been a Thibs guy forever, but man, like when Derrick Rose and Andrew Wiggins are taking the most shots on your team,
Derrick
that's
Rose.
bad. When Cat, he's one of the best players in the NBA, and you're not getting him the ball every single possession. But the Rockets, the Rockets still have a higher ceiling
Than the
and
76ers
The
do.
the only
No, I
reason,
disagree with that.
the only reason I
This
have
year.
a little
Yeah,
bit of
no, I
doubt
disagree
with
with
the
that.
Warriors is just because of Steph.
Well, yeah,
If Steph
but
is
there's
bad.
doubt.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think there's doubt still surrounding Golden State because of the injury situation.
But even without Steph, I still think they're talented enough to win it all.
And then, lastly,
Which
obviously,
isn't really a hot take.
is I wish the Celtics were healthy. I mean, I wish so bad.
Yeah, they would be the third team because I honestly don't think anyone can win it except the Warriors and the Rockets.
I think the
But
Celtics
in the
could
East,
win it
though,
with
I mean,
Kyrie.
Yeah,
Who's
with
coming out of the
Kyrie and
East?
Gordon Hayward, the Celtics would have.
I think even without Gordon, I think with
Yeah.
Kyrie, they would be a threat. And then, of course, the Cavs, who I think we disagree. I said the Cavs were ripe. I said this year was different a while ago when they were playing poorly.
I've said they're ripe and their defense stinks, but it's one of those things. Like LeBron is so good that you could be saying this every single year. Like LeBron's team is ripe for an upset, and you'd be wrong.
But
however
I
many
didn't
years
say
in a
that.
row.
I didn't say that at
Right,
all till
but
this year.
Yes,
But
they're
does that
still
have to
going
do
to
with Kyrie though? Because then you
Yes.
say when okay.
They're
Yes.
still going to beat the Pacers.
I
yeah.
think that'll go 7, but they're not getting out of the East.
Right.
And if they do, it's because this is the first year. I think the Sixers can beat them. Toronto, I don't know. I will say we got to get into this, but his 0 dark 23-30. That's the order he does it.
Zero Dark 30-23.
Invoking MLK.
Yes.
That was something. I mean, it made no sense. First of all, like you got.
But that's LeBron. Like that's
he
so
says
LeBron.
weird, yeah, he does weird shit all the time that nobody can understand, and then you don't like it, and he ends up usually getting out of the East anyways. So you're going to be
Here's-
sitting here like,
he's not
LeBron
getting
Here's
out
why I
of
like
You
it.
don't think
Here's,
so?
here's why
Yeah,
I
they
liked
caught
it,
Willie
Dave.
Colon all mad. He
'Cause,
thought I was
yeah.
going in on MLK.
Yeah, but here's why I liked it because LeBron.
you have to be careful with that kind
Well, I
of
mean,
stuff.
it's pretty fucking clear. I was making like.
Got to be careful.
Yeah.
Willie Colon thinks I'm talking shit about Martin Luther King out of the clouds.
Ever since
Talking
Zero
shit about
Dark
LeBron.
30-23 started and like the perfect booties and all that shit, LeBron has somehow like one-upped himself every year with Zero Dark 30-23. So I appreciate that he
did
keeps
keep
like
it
going
high,
higher and
yeah.
higher.
How long till he breaks it? That's the best part of it. He
Yeah,
breaks it.
I mean the
He
Instagram
he just
stories.
ignores it.
He's
Yeah.
obsessed with Instagram stories. So
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be tough for him. And he was bad body language, LeBron.
Oh,
on
big
Sunday.
time.
Just
He was
sulking.
He was
Not
bad.
happy.
I had the press conference on my phone. It was borderline good enough, but I was ready when he was doing it. And they asked him why he didn't shoot. He's like, well, I was assisting. I was like dribbling. I was passing wide open guys. And they just stunk at shooting. That's pretty much
They
it.
do
But it's-
stink.
they
He
do
is right. His teammates
Well,
fucking stink.
let me ask you,
But they're-
Dan.
Yeah.
This is like a Barstool thing. And it's my fault in a lot of cases. If you keep giving the ball to like Smitty, and it's like, well, Smitty just can't do it.
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
keep
right.
giving him the ball.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, his
He's the
teammates stink, but yeah, I guess stop
I'm
passing
such
it to
a
his
low
stinkies.
He's,
Such a low
I
ball
mean,
at Smitty.
he
He's
He's
gonna get.
having surgery too on his arm.
Yeah,
His,
kick him while he's down
yeah,
right
his,
now.
Which I don't understand how he's lifting his dog.
I will say he came in and he was very seriously told me he thinks he can still play video games. So that's
Like post-surgery? Post-surgery?
Yeah, he thinks he's going to be
Thank
able to hold
God.
the controller, so
Thank
the job will go on.
Thank God. That was a big concern
For Smitty, they
around
could
the
play
office.
Fortnite all day
Yeah.
long. People told me it was up till 6 a.m.
We were all
trying to get that done
nervous.
last night.
Wait, there was one other. Oh, the Raptors. Did you see the Raptors were so in their own head that after game one, because they had gone 0-9 in their last 9 game ones, Kyle Lowry said they treated it like game 7.
That's not good.
That's not good. When the first game of the playoffs, you're like, this is do or die.
And you're the one seed.
Yeah, but
At home, do or die, game 1.
You know, everybody like makes fun of Toronto like every year. It's like, oh, they're going to be the team, and then they always just shit themselves and can't do it. That's why, because they're treating game 1 as game 7.
And
The same thing about game 2 too. He said game 2 is also a game 7.
Yeah, oh, so it's
They're all
every
gonna
game's
be
game
game
7.
seven?
That maybe
So what
yeah.
happens when there's actually a game 7?
That's game 8.
Still game 7.
The,
Tough.
they weren't playing well down the stretch either. All right, shifting to the NHL. Caps, they're the story because
The
we
Washington
have
Shrinky Dinks.
Yeah.
Shout out Frank Fleming. That's what he calls him.
Frank Fleming, by the way. I'm in full-blown, bandwagon Dave with the Bruins. So I did a troll that I've actually done a lot, where I call periods quarters. It's like the easiest thing to get hockey people fired up. And Frank Fleming, somebody said the best part of Frank is he just doesn't understand.
No,
trolling.
yeah.
That is the best part. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just went all in on that bit, hit
Yes.
hook, line, and sinker. Bruins look great. Caps, unbelievable. By the way, I actually think they're not a bad bet now for the series, though. I think that's
The
going
Caps?
7. Yeah, I think that's.
I'm just excited for Frank's. It's like a tradition. The Capitals lose in the playoffs, and then Frank does his "Hail to the Capitals" song.
Yeah.
It only has I think it has two lines of lyrics, and then it just trails off. But it's great.
He also was complaining about the Mets, which I thought was quite stunning.
I don't understand. Like when Kevin and Frank start aren't they? Haven't they lost like one
Twice,
game?
I think. I think they've lost twice.
It's fucking
12-2,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, they're 12-2.
It's just in their blood.
Familia. I saw him tweet, "Oh no, Familia, here we go again." I'm like, what? And I looked, and he got a save. I don't know what he was talking about. They're tough. I mean, they are tough. Them and the Red Sox rematch of '86.
How long do you think? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You go.
No, go ahead. I was going to say,
Go ahead off.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
okay.
ahead,
But with baseball fans, isn't it aren't you supposed to be mad every single time you lose? And it's like the shtick they do for 162 games. Like you're supposed to be mad every single time, and then you're really overly happy when you win. That's the way it works.
No,
if
it's
you're like a hardcore fan.
That's like the lovable loser thing when you always lose, like the Red Sox and the Cubs before they won. The Mets, I get it, they're bad. The Mets aren't as bad as Kevin makes them out to be. Like they had a great staff.
But you have to
They're in the
continue
playoffs
that.
for a long.
Right.
But I mean, if you win 50 in a row, I don't know that you can complain if you lose like 1.
If you just follow Kevin's feed for the Mets, you would think that they've never won a game.
that
ever.
they're like the worst team.
Yeah, it happened a
Like
couple years
baseball?
ago. I was betting against the Mets every single night because Kevin was tweeting how terrible they were, and then I looked at the standings, and they were like 5 games above 500.
You were just
I mean-
betting solely on his
Yeah.
Twitter feed?
Yeah.
He's convinced me too, because I would even say, I'm like, isn't their starting pitching like really, really good? He's like, well, if it pans, like, well, they're all healthy right now.
Yeah.
And they're all unhittable.
But
so.
to answer your question, I think you can't get mad about every single game. There's definitely games when you lose a game in the regular season that you should have won, that deserves it. But like you can't.
But baseball Twitter does that though, right?
Did you see? By the way, did you see the Cubs on Saturday? That was an
Yeah,
all-time
9 runs in the
minus
8th.
9 runs on 3 hits.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's-
I did. To Aunt Tommy, you gave me the look. I had a good day gambling. I want to say Friday and got like even, and then I didn't gamble all weekend. And I just choked. I would have.
Is that a little puke?
No, I choked.
Okay.
I would have.
Looked like he might have been about to throw up.
No.
Would you give him mouth to mouth?
No, I would
That's
have.
it for Team Portnoy.
I would have actually killed
Team
it.
player right there.
I would have killed it because I was betting the same things every time, which was the Bruins and the over, and I would have taken the Celtics and the over. I wasn't on either of those, and the Red Sox. So Boston teams would have, but I tried to. Whenever I play it safe, God, don't play it safe. You're
But
not.
if you
playing-
bet him, maybe you would have lost.
Have you bet it all on the Vegas Golden Knights yet? Like that's
Those uniforms are gross.
Yeah, they are.
I would have bet. I would
like,
have bet.
that's the hot team right now.
I'm very honest. I loved the Kings last night.
I
would have
had
bet
the under
Kings.
and got fucking. That was an
Was it-
all-time terrible push.
That was
It was
5.
1-0 going into the third.
Yeah,
and
that
they
is
just started last 5 minutes. They scored 3 goals.
And I find myself now, I'm watching I'm watching so much NHL hockey because I go into this mode. I mean, I'm watching.
You gotta start betting the
everything.
Grand Salami with me.
Just the over and goals. I gotta
All,
decide
all,
What is
all
that?
the games. You bet the over Grand Salami. It's all the games that are in a night. So it's like 20. I think yesterday was 22 and a half.
Yeah. All right, MV.
These are things I don't need to learn because now I'm going to want to do that. Just because.
Yeah, I forgot you were a degenerate gambler.
I haven't been betting since
MVMT.
college basketball's
Can I
over.
do this ad read? or
Yeah,
what?
sorry.
MVMT sunglasses. You get 15% off and free shipping and returns. Use the code MVMT.com/rundown. They aren't plastic. You can get them polarized, and they start at just $70. That's a deal. Join the movement today, MVMT glasses. This story, the cops were called on a dog who attacked a deer, and there's this picture of the dog in the cop car. Is this real?
It is real. Like the girl tweeted it, but like it was
Well-
obviously a joke. No, they called her. Like the dog ran away. So like when they came to get the dog was in the back seat of the cop car already. Like it wasn't staged, right? Am I just buying into this?
Your theory on a random girl tweeted it doesn't
No.
necessarily
I'm
hold
saying like
water to-
the dog
photos
ran
are-
away.
The photo's real, but
Oh, are you
like,
saying
that
the
could,
story is real? I thought you meant
Yeah,
the
I don't
photo
know.
real.
Yeah.
I
it's a
mean, the
funny
picture's
picture.
great. Yeah, the picture's great.
It's-
And how do you arrest a dog?
Yeah, I don't know. And the dog looks so
Like,
upset.
he has no idea what he did.
He's just like, I'm in the back of a
He's
truck.
just natural instinct. Saw a deer, chased it.
Yeah, wild. Call it wild.
Does your dog ever like chase squirrels and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's like so does mine. So like they can't start arresting dogs for that.
No,
Yeah, no, I'd be scared. Like, Stella would definitely think that she could take a deer, even though a deer outweighs her by, I don't know, 600 pounds.
Yeah.
But that would probably end up poorly.
I want to believe it's a real story just because the picture's so good.
The picture is worth putting in the rundown. Big breakup news, John Cena and one of the Bella twins broke up. I wasn't going to put it in, but I thought it was funny, kind of the contrasting way they announced it in their social media. Like the Bella girl wrote like a very formal, like, I'm sad to announce it. And John Cena's gone full, like, this is the worst day ever Simpson gif and like a heartbreaking.
Walt Whitman quote.
Really?
Walt Whitman
Yeah, it's
quote.
quite the-
His
So he got
Instagram is
broke up
losing
with?
it.
He's acting like he did.
Damn. That might also just be for pity.
Oh, he's winning the breakup.
Yeah,
like
he's gonna
big
get a
time with
shitload
these.
of pity
Oh
sex.
yeah. It's
What do you
big
think
time.
the over/under is on the DMs that he's gotten
Oh,
today?
insane. I just wonder if like he had this on his mind when he came through the office. for
I
the
thought
pizza
the
review.
exact thing because he wasn't Mr. Lively.
No. So maybe he was just thinking about all the pussy he was going to get.
Oh, I thought you meant he was depressed. He's going with the
or
depression.
that
He
way,
does seem
one way
like
or the
he's
other.
very depressed on his Instagram right now.
Very.
Like you don't pull out Walt Whitman quotes unless you're very depressed.
I don't know, man. He's,
Oh,
what,
yeah.
he's like he's
He did
rich,
like the
he's
Ralph
40.
Wiggum, like when
Yeah.
his heart breaks. He was going all in.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a lot of sympathy.
Last one, and major storm rain this morning. Couple different things. First of all, and I'm blogging this, I think everybody got it, I assume.
Twice.
You shouldn't be allowed ever to send that like flood warning siren when most people aren't awake.
The only time that siren plays is Amber Alerts. I'm
Yeah.
okay getting that because then I feel almost like a manhunter. I'm like, all right, let's get this going. You know, when you get it
Yeah,
on the phone, it's like, yeah, there's a Chevy,
Yeah, right.
a 94 Chevy
immediately start
going
looking
down the
for it?
highway. Yeah, well, yeah, I got my eyes peeled now. Like, what happens if he comes right by? Like, that's a thrilling moment.
Yes, I agree with that. This, I didn't know what was that. I thought it was my normal alarm, then I thought the world was on fire, and it's just like, and by the way, an iPhone should be smart enough to know, because I actually had an alarm set. Like, I had a later alarm because of the meeting. It should know, well, he's sleeping, so he's
Right.
not going to be walking the streets getting swept away.
Right.
We don't have to send this to his, like the two alarms should, this guy's asleep. Wait
Yeah.
till he
Or
Or
wakes
should
up.
just see that
Yeah,
your
yeah.
GPS is in your
Yeah.
house or your
Yeah,
apartment.
right.
Like I'm not on the street.
Right.
Don't alert
we
me
don't
of
live
this.
in huts and
Or
fucking,
just, yeah, being
we're
in
not
like-
Zimbabwe with ZA where a flash flood you're getting
Right.
taken down the Nile River and eaten by a crocodile.
Right. If you
We're in
live, right. If you live in New York City, chances are you don't have a basement you have to worry about.
Yeah, right. Although Kevin is home, he
But
says
he's
his house
in-
is
yeah,
floating
he's
away,
outside.
but he's in the
Yeah,
suburbs.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's not in Manhattan.
He bought a lemon.
He bought one of the great lemons.
It's like on cinder blocks or something.
That's when you're having a bad run. He's having a bad run. right,
Bought a lemon
yeah,
of a
right now
house.
he's floating around in his little fucking rubber ducky outfit getting his house.
Fuck, I would love to see a live cam on that.
Oh, I'd
He's
love
just swearing.
Is his house actually flooding right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this isn't a joke.
No,
yeah.
when we say he bought a lemon, he bought a
bought
house.
a lemon.
I thought you were
that
just making fun of him.
Someone
Oh,
sold
we have
him that house and was like, thank
Yeah.
God I'm done with that.
We have past
And so
footage.
it's
He
funny.
bought it, and we got maybe what I would call like a light drizzle, and his whole place flooded. And there's like pictures of like his TV just floating like down the river.
His
So
boots, his
So
big
today is
rubber
not a good
boots.
day
Yeah.
for him.
No.
he has to call like what he called the same company we used to call to clean up like our foam tours. Like he has to call like mass hazardous.
Yeah, right.
Cleaning.
They have to dry everything out.
Yeah.
Every single time it rains.
Oh yeah,
So
he bought a
that's-
lemon, a legitimate lemon.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know, you can
So
turn
that
the
alarm-
alert. You can turn the alert off. Did you know that?
I don't know.
You can where it just vibrates instead of
Yeah,
like
no, I
makes
didn't know
that.
that.
So
yeah,
that
you can.
alarm had to be the scariest alarm ever for Kevin. That alarm might be worse than. No, I'm not gonna say it.
I don't know what alarm you're referring to, Dan.
No, it was not that. It was
Yeah, it
something
was.
different. Forget it.
Please.
I
tell
was
me
gonna
more.
say that
Please tell me
alarm,
more.
the rain alarm, would be worse than an Amber Alert for one of his own children.
Oh yeah,
That's
dark.
a dark turn.
Yeah.
That's a dark turn. That is. You should have stuck with the other one.
So dark.
That was a really dark
That was
turn.
dark.
I mean,
Tommy.
credit to me though
That
for
was
holding it
fucking
back
dark.
for a little
Major
bit.
credit.
For a little
Credit
bit.
for you for not mentioning his kids getting kidnapped in an Amber Alert. That's
Yeah.
bad. Nobody wants that.
No one, no, I'm not.
No one wants that on their
No,
conscience.
no.
Imagine if it happened. And
No,
it's like
stop.
They get now. We'll
Yeah.
play this back.
Yes,
it's called,
I know.
It's called a
It's
callback
bad.
in
It's
comedy. Also, what do we think of Riggs's golf umbrella move in the streets of New York, walking with one of those giant umbrellas that takes?
Oh, such an asshole.
It's a big, but
Yeah.
it keeps it warm.
Yeah,
I
no.
Dry.
see. I don't. I mean, it's an asshole move, but like, do you really care if you're that asshole?
Well,
Like,
if
you're getting
no.
to work dry.
No.
Like,
But
do
what
you really
happens
care
at the
about the other
bump?
people?
No, listen, Riggs is doing what he has to do to stay dry. But he'll probably kill someone with that fucking thing.
What were you just bumping into people with no regard?
I feel like. Did he offer anybody else to be
Bad
under
luck,
it?
but we gotta do it.
Oh boy.
I mean, that's too big to walk the streets of New York with.
Like that is so rude.
It's unbelievable.
I know, but I just don't blame him.
So rude.
I just,
Unbelievable.
People hate you.
oh,
How do you
he's
walk by
absolutely the
people?
most hated
It's a great
person.
umbrella, and I was like, I mean, it's the only umbrella I own. I'm sorry, everybody. This is just what
You just
Did
bump
you-
into people?
I mean, I was crushing people.
Did you apologize like while you were walking?
Yeah, I was just like,
Constantly saying I'm
I
sorry.
didn't change anything. I was just like, I'm sorry.
It's such a bougie like
Yeah, it's
thing.
like
It's you got the Golf Links logo. on it.
Carnoustie, like home of the Open Championship this year. I was just, it was. I mean, I felt bad, but like,
That's one of those situations, you know, when someone like parks really close to you and then you get your key card. Someone should be able to key you. Just walk up and just scrape you.
people with
just, like,
smaller
rip it out
umbrellas
of
would
his
come
hand.
by and scrape me because
Yeah.
it'd go underneath mine. I was
Yeah.
like, that's fine. Like I deserve it.
Stays dry though.
It's a
That's
great
what I'm
umbrella.
saying,
You should
like-
have seen how dry I was when I got here.
You could keep the whole building.
I mean, it was like a hurricane outside. I came in, I was just perfectly dry. I was like, all right.
yeah,
can't blame the
really,
guy.
really selfish.
But it's a selfish move that you have to be okay with. You really do.
That
big
would
umbrella.
infuriate me though if I walk by him on the sidewalk, and then because you bump it, it probably knocks the side like
All the water
rain
on you. Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
I don't
right.
hate it.
It's a selfish move.
It's his only umbrella though. What are you gonna do?
It's his only umbrella, I guess. All right, that's it. Rough and Rowdy, obviously, this weekend. Thrill Ride lost. Oh, I'm hearing so many different things on that fight, on whether people thought it was clear the winner or whether Thrill Ride maybe won. I don't know. There's a lot of
I'm
different.
confused on all of it because I could have sworn that Chris said that it was 3-0 rounds, but I guess I misheard the whole thing. I would love to see a rematch. I think Thrill Ride was impressive because he was 10 years older than the guy. He was probably 20 pounds, 30 pounds lighter, and he like in that third round, if you rewatch that third round, he was trying to win that fight.
Big time.
Yeah, and if there would have been a fourth or fifth round, I think that he would have. Like it was like the momentum
a little
like,
gassed,
He was
but yeah.
gassed, but it was like it kind of took him a little bit to warm up. Maybe.
Yeah. So hopefully
People were
hopefully it
pissed he didn't
starts.
win.
Hopefully we can get a little more out of the German. Maybe,
Communication-wise.
communication-wise, and maybe start a little rivalry.
Overall, we did another was 40,000, I think, just about sign up. So it was almost identical to Rough and Rowdy 2. So a good event overall. A little tech problems, all business. Pete struggled a little bit, I'd say.
Big Cat broke the news that we were
Syria.
bombing Syria.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
It's
there
a big
was
deal.
a few. Every Rough and Rowdy, like that's why it's so great. If you've watched one, it doesn't mean you've seen them all because every single time has a unique
My favorite
experience.
fight was the guy who totally controlled the fight and then would run out of gas and run around the
Yes.
ring. Get
By
chased
far.
around the ring.
I want to rewatch that one.
Like total control.
Total
like
control.
Dominate,
and then just
gas,
sprint.
and then sprint away on the
It's
ring.
him, the milkman delivering.
People want a milkman bad rabbit fight.
Ooh, yeah, we should do that. See, that we got to start bringing guys back.
Yeah.
Because that would help.
Rabbit.
You need to bring Jungle Justina back and make her actually fight.
Problem is, she
don't know
does.
that she can.
There's
that
not
was
a lot-
boring fight.
Like,
so much hype
but
That
for
was
it.
quite boring.
the problem is, there's not a lot of people that she can match up against because to find someone in her weight class, they're probably tall, and you saw that.
Yeah.
But I
If-
thought.
If
Listen,
she didn't crowd her, she would have gone.
well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually.
like every time they separated,
Yeah.
like
She just-
she
I
took a few in the face.
I'd like to see that fight, but maybe do a like a tap out. No round limit, and just see if
Like an
Welcome to
MMA
Jungle
or
can
maybe
just
just
yeah
an
just
MMA fight.
yeah just lean on her for
an
an
MMA
hour.
fight. I thought she was gonna fight.
Maybe
with her
that's the
boobs
roll
out.
credits.
Yeah.
Is we end the show and just see how long she can lean on someone until they tap out.
Like we thought she might be fighting with her boobs out with the pasties. That would
I
have.
thought that was a possibility.
I'll tell you what, being like in the arena, she had the arena in the palm of her hand. When she dumped out her titties, it was basically
went
every,
nuts.
every time she just
This
wanted
whole
to
place
pick a
went
butt.
nuts.
We
Yes.
didn't know what was happening. Like, is there a fight? Is there did like celebrity
She was just
walk out?
dumping her
Just his
boobs out?
Boobs out for the crowd.
with the pasties and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
and then the
something.
big guy falling. I got to get that.
That was good.
That was something.
Just
too.
out of
And then the
nowhere.
guy with all the shoulder hair, that was something too.
Oh yeah,
Bill
the bear.
Bill Burr said it was one of the funnest things he ever done.
Is he coming back?
He
Hopefully.
said he wanted to today on his
Yeah.
podcast. The dislocated shoulder was disgusting.
Oh,
So gross.
I love watching that shit.
Oh,
You do?
Gross.
So
Lethal Weapon style.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, it's good night, fun night. Charlotte's a cool place.
Charlotte's awesome.
and you guys
Yeah.
were a great announcing team, really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bill
Appreciate
Burr,
Really
it.
appreciate
bring him
that.
back.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Bruins tonight, 7 p.m. So let's go get at it, Toronto.
Cycle the puck.
So they've been cycling the shit out of the puck. Ryan Whitney said he should be suspended for hockey because he picked the Leafs. How stupid does he look?
That's a tough look.
Stupid.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
All right.
Hate to see it. I
Rundown.
gotta call Kevin now and tell him he's gonna get a lot of tweets.